Hey guys, welcome back to Dylan's Garage here. Anyway, so I'm showing you a John Deere LA 105 with no deck. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a go-kart lawnmower, a racing mower, or whatever for cheap. Something if you want to just if you have an old mower laying around, or you want to go to the scrap yard, or you want to go to auction, or you want to find a mower on marketplace. This is a little tour. This is completely free unless you have to buy a belt, which I'll get into in a second. It's pretty much completely free. You don't have to spend any money unless you have to buy the mower or do whatever, or you have to get it fixed. But the upgrade is completely free. So I'm gonna go right into it. It's nothing special with the motor. The motor is completely stock. Has the stock motor, the 19.5. We had to put a new battery in, of course, to get it going. Oil was fine, I got it. A little bit dark, but don't matter if you want to have something just to ride around. This one is not very high dollar. It's rusty and all that stuff. Seats all ripped up, so I mean, not much, but it was something I had laying around. So you see, these seats are terrible. But before I started messing around today, this seat had this rip, that rip, and one little rip up here. Now, from the cold weather and all that stuff, and just from sitting outside, these seats are just no good. They're no good. Hey, look at this. Look at all this cracking going on. Like, that was just for me right now. I wasn't really jumping up and down or nothing. Stupid. I hate the John Deere seats. They're no good. Anyway, again, motor's completely stock. So what it was the pulley setup. So what you did, this one has a 5-speed. You have to do it with a manual transmission. You cannot do it with a foot pedal automatic, which most of these have. But if you find a L105, L110, or no, not L110, they only have the L100s, the L105s, I believe, and the LA105. That's the only model you can get it, unless it's an LA100. I think they make that model. I'm not for sure, but that's the only models you can. This is for the John Deere. This is only for the LA and L series, pretty much, but with a side shift, with the 5-speed. So this goes for also Craftsman's too, but this video basically kind of just goes for the John Deere because I swapped the front pulley, which is a lot easier than doing the rear pulley. So I'll get to it in a second. But again, and like I said, it's not no expensive lawnmower. I got this thing for free. Paint's peeling off and all that stuff. See, back tires hold there, and this was stock. And someone put a new tire on the front. I got it like that. And then this tire on this side was it's a regular. It had a yellow rim on it, and the tire was completely destroyed. So I had this old tire laying out back. Like I said, didn't matter what kind of tread it was, just something for me to ride around on. Because I have a concussion now because of a 4-wheeler accident. So yeah, but not gonna get into that. I mean, I'm all right. I'm fine, everybody. So don't think like, oh, are you all right? And all that stuff. I'm completely fine. I've been doing pretty much what I've been doing. Just cannot ride 4-wheelers and cannot ride go-karts for like another week or two, and then I can start riding again. But not gonna get in that. That's about that. But completely fine. I rode this thing today. It's pretty fast, to be honest with you, and I rode it with no problem, so I'm all right. So anyway, main thing is underneath of the mower. So I'll get underneath here. It's completely cold outside today. Really cold out. Anyway, so did not swap the back pulley. That is completely stock. Did not swap any of these idler pulleys. That's completely stock. But the front of it, I swapped the front pulley. I had to do some modifications here. I could cut this. But if I had this pulley off, I would take it and show you. But what we did, I'll explain to you, but you can see. Oops, sorry. You get down in here, you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see or not, no. But I'll show you. But this is kind of a spacer here. You can just use regular washers. But I used a spacer that I homemade with a grinder wheel, but that's pretty solid on there. So, right, pretty much what I did is I put a big pulley on the front of it, and that makes it go faster. So what you can do is you can do a small pulley on the back, and a small pulley on the back. That makes it go faster, or you can do a big pulley on the front. Now, if you want to make it go super fast, which I have not done yet, but it's probably gonna be on this mower. Put a big pulley on the front of it and a small pulley on the back, it goes super fast. But on most of my racing mowers, I just have a small pulley on the back and the stock one on the front. which I will show you the pulley sizes on the mowers in a second because I have pulleys in the garage here. But actually, if I wanted to say, it would probably take about maybe $5, $10 to get this. Now I homemade this, but it depends on if you homemake it, or you actually go to the store and buy it. But this was homemade off another pulley. I'll show you in a second. So I'll get up here, and the belt, I'll show you in a second, since the pulley on the front of it is bigger than the stock pulley. I had to get a different belt, but I had a belt down here. It was an old deck belt off of a Craftsman. I have a whole bunch of belts. I have 2 here, and then I have a whole bunch in that basket there, and then I have some up on the shelf. Got a whole bunch of belts that I saved that are good, so that's that. But, so I'm going to say, actually, it's probably going to be about $15 to $20 to do this. But, I mean, that's very cheap to make your mower go fast. Again, or, if you home make it, it's completely free. If you make the pulley yourself, and if you have some random belts, you put one on there, get it fitting right, you good, so. Alright, so this is the pulley sizes. So pretty much what we started off with on the front of this mower was this. This is the, if you don't know, this is the double stack pulley that goes onto the mower. The bottom part runs the deck when the deck's on there, and the top part runs the dry belt. So what it usually looks like on a regular lawnmower is pretty much that. I mean, it's up taller, but the bottom part runs the deck, and the top part runs the drive. So what we did is, now there is a key in here, right at the top here. There's a key that goes up in the shaft, because the shaft is slotted. Like, I can't show you, but the shaft has a keyway in it. So what you have to do, so pretty much what we did is we chopped off this top part right here. We chopped that off, that pulley here. Chopped that off, and we left with this keyway here. So what we did, so we chopped this pulley off, got this off. Then we chopped it right about here. Then we chopped another little section out to make a little spacer. Then we got this keyway, which has to go down because of this pulley. What we did is we moved that keyway up, and then we welded it back up, and then we got the spacer and put it on the bottom there. You can see spacer. That spacer right there, that goldish spacer, that was this part here. So that's what we did. Pretty easy. I'll go show you the remains of the stuff here. And I mean, like I said, the pulley was completely free off a free mower, so off a junk mower. So here's the pulley that we cut. There's the pulley. And you know what you could actually do? What you could do with this pulley is weld this into a thing here. Weld a little hole in here, something like that. And you could actually put this pulley on the back of your lawnmower, and that would make it go super fast. You could do that too. So just a matter of thinking. If you have good skills, you can do that stuff. Here's the regular pulley, but because we homemade the other one, but that's what we did. So there's the dry pulley. But yeah, and I could put this, let's say this is, I could make another one out of this, too. And like I said, I have another one here. I was thinking of making another one too. So, just about making stuff, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it for the video, but I just figured I'd do a little quick video for you guys. Again, did not change the motor any. Did not do any of that stuff. All I did was swap the front pulley, and put a little bit of a bigger belt. And you can go to the hardware store and buy those, which actually I have another pulley here. This is a humongous pulley. But this is what I would recommend. I mean, not this big of a pulley if you're going to get it for your kids or whatever. But you can buy a smaller one of these, not so big. You can buy one maybe this big. And you can see the hole here, right? Has the keyway. That slides right up on the crankshaft of the motor. And then there's these set screws there and there. And what that does is it locks the pulley onto your motor, and you don't have to put any bolt up there or nothing. You could do that instead of home making it. This was about like $5, $10 at I think, no, I got this like $3 at a yard sale. But you can get this pulley at maybe the local Tractor Supply. That's where I usually recommend it. For like maybe $15 you can get this pulley, and then the belt if you have it or whatever. belts me another $10, $15. So you're looking about $20, $25 total, maybe at the most. That's what you could do again. I'm gonna do some things to this mower, kind of figure out what I gotta do to it. But I mean, I've been riding it half the day today. But yeah, I mean, I've been riding it half the day today with no problem. Been riding it. So my friend Ian, he come over today on the road. So that's about it for making a little mower for yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Later.